Good morning, everybody. It's 5:45, and today we're going to be photographing a beautiful location in Tennessee called Old Stone Fort. It's an ancient mound site where Native Americans built what is believed to be a ceremonial site, but the truth is no one really knows. One of my favorite things about this park is the deer and the wildlife. You see one right there, and you see some more of it. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get out there and get some pictures of them, because they're usually pretty That was exciting. All right, who wants to go shoot some waterfalls? Now, I've never really captured a photograph here that I truly love, that I think is fantastic. I've captured a lot that I like, that I think are okay, but let's see if we can change that today. So this trail runs along this berm, which is part of the enclosure, which, I mean, really is just a pile of rocks and slate, which was collected from the riverbed and piled up here. Now, there is one school of thought that says that this was a fort. There were battlements that were built for defensive purposes, and then there's a school of thought that says that doesn't make any sense. It must have been ceremonial. The ceremonies that were performed in here are unknown, and more excavation needs to happen in order to discover what they are. But they say that it couldn't be a fort. One reason is because there's no habitation material inside of this fort, inside of the enclosure. But they also say that the habitation material that is found inside of the enclosure comes from the Paleolithic era that predates the building and the construction of this fort or this ceremonial site, and therefore is not evidence to suggest that anyone lived inside the fort, just that they lived inside of the area that the fort encloses and has been built on. So, I don't know, they don't know, we don't know. What I do know is this place is beautiful, it's easily accessible, it's a short drive from Nashville, it's about an hour. Now we're gonna climb down and we're gonna take a look. Okay, tell you what I'm doing. Shooting with a polarizer on, mostly actually to take the glare out of all the rocks. I'm shooting 24 to 105. Let's see where I'm gonna focus real quick. Obviously ISO 100. Guess I better take the lens cap off. Let's see. Let's get that polarizer on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm shooting at f11. So I want to slow the shutter down just a little bit. I'm focusing on this set of rocks right here in the foreground, or right in the front, not really the foreground. Right there. And some f11. Actually, let me get these guys out of the way. f11. 1/8 of a second. Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna level this. I'm shooting at 105 mil. 2-second exposure, f11. All right, we'll see. Y'all tell me what you think. The beautiful thing about this trail is that the sun is out here. Well, the sun's out everywhere, but the way that the trail winds and bends, and this river winds and bends, other parts and other cascades are going to be in shadow. So let's go see if we can find something else. All right, it's kind of tough climbing down there to get a different perspective on the waterfall. I mean, it's beautiful from the trail, but it's also beautiful from being down right next to it, right in front of it. I hope I captured some at least decent images that do a good job of showing the beauty of this park. It really is absolutely gorgeous out here. And the best part about coming out this early is I'm all by myself. The bad side about coming this early is the park was closed. Well, the gate was closed for me to drive in. So I parked on the side of the road. And I hope I don't go back to find that my vehicle's been towed. If so, dang. You know, when you're hiking around the rivers, it's good to pay attention to where you're walking, especially when the sun is out. Because what happens is when the sun is out, and the sun is shining on these flat rocks right next to the riverbank, the water moccasins like to come up. And they like to warm themselves on those rocks. And if you're not careful, you could step on one. And depending on where you are on this trail, it might be your last hike. So be careful. We're coming to one of the bigger falls. Actually, I think it's the big falls. It's not as wide as that first falls that we shot, but it's more concentrated. The water flow is more concentrated, and there's more cascades, and it's beautiful. There's mossy green. There's mossy green rocks. Oh wow! Look at this. Let's go see if we can get down there and get a shot of it. Here's the dry rocks I can put in my camera bag. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh, this is weird. What are these bugs? What are those? I don't know. They don't look like they'll bite, so let's hope I'm right. I don't want to get bit up by spiders and ticks, but that's what happens when you get into the woods, right? You run that risk to capture beautiful photographs. Or mediocre photographs, I don't know. I just like being out here. It's quiet, minus the roar of the river. Oh! Okay. Let's go see what we can find. It's hard to capture this entire waterfall all in one shot because there's so many distracting elements that surround it. It's so off balance when you really zoom out. So you have to, I tend to have to spend a lot of time trying to find, intimate details and, see what I can get. I'm going to put the photos up and you'll tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. If you like it, good. If you don't, tell me what you don't like about it. If you enjoyed the video, you enjoy this kind of content, you want to see more of Middle Tennessee, you want to see more of my photography adventures, like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. See you next time.